Hi, Karina here, your lucid living coach. How are you guys? I am actually super excited that I am out in nature. As you can see over here, there's a flowing river. The snow is melting and it's filling up our lakes, and we much needed this. So I'm so happy I don't need to have a virtual background because I'm actually somewhere that is in alignment with this full moon in Sagittarius. So hi, I'm Karina, your lucid living coach. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm an intuitive transformational life coach and astrologist, and I'm here to give you the full moon in Sagittarius video. Now, this Sagittarius full moon is at 13 degrees. So it is in the second decan. It's dead center in the middle of this transformation that we're all going through. We had a lot of things ripped out of our life during these eclipses, and there was this new excitement and growth during this new moon in Taurus that we're now building up from. One of the most powerful manifestation new moons. So it's all about just keeping our minds on the things that we want to manifest and manifest into this reality. Now, Sagittarius ruling planet is Jupiter. Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system, and it is the luckiest planet. Where Jupiter expands things, we have Saturn, which constricts things. So Saturn is the planet of limitation, and it is in Pisces. So we're clearing out everything that is taking up space that is not relevant for this new chapter in our life. Now, Jupiter is conjunct the North Node during this full moon. The North Node is a destiny point, and Jupiter is blessing us with the things of the material world, whether that is love, money, abundance, and whatever that we really desire. And sometimes we aren't aligned with the things that we desire because we don't trust in the universe. Well, the universe, the universe will strip things out of our life if it's not in alignment to our blessings that really are awaiting around this corner. And this full moon shows me a lot of blessings and some communication around what it is that we need to focus our energy on. In the new moon in Taurus, we did learn what was valuable that we wanted to keep in our life and what is taking up room that is not really giving back. And with Mars in Leo, we're shooting for the stars here. We're like, yes, this is what I want. I want this love. I want this passion. I want this friendship. I want this creativity. And Venus is at the last degrees of Cancer, and she's really just wanting the comforts, things that really feel of home, that she wants to nurture these projects. She wants to nurture these relationships, and she wants to nurture her goals and her aspirations. Now, Sagittarius is I aspire. What do you aspire to be? What do you aspire to learn? And we all are learning through all these different situations that we have been going through, what we were here to really accomplish for this time around. So you want to look at your North Node and your natal birth chart to see exactly what you are learning to evolve and become more of an expert in, to be more comfortable in that area of your life that the North Node is found. Now, I was doing a little visual around this full moon in Sagittarius, and I just saw a centaur changing directions in the forest. And I saw bright colors and bright flowers, and the sun was setting over the horizon, and it was just so beautiful. Sagittarius is about I seek. So what are we seeking? And is what we're seeking really the vibrational mental space that we're allowing? Our thoughts create our reality. So what are you thinking? What do you believe? And what do you believe that you deserve? And what do you believe that you are valuable? What is your value? And the centaur loves adventure. In change, there are philosophies, travel. It's about travel and study. As you can see, I am not home. I am out exploring the world and learning through being out in the world and experiencing life to the fullest. Sagittarius is about freedom, and your metaphysical beliefs are very important to Sagittarius, their belief system. Now, where is it in your life that you have restricted your freedom? And sometimes that's the fear of limitation. And sometimes we need to be stepping into certain relationships in order to evolve and grow, in order to experience and learn through partnerships and relationships. And sometimes this Sagittarius, like Aquarius energy, could be in fear of learning and growing through relationships and partnerships because they desire and need their freedom so badly. So where in your life have you been limiting yourself in fear of restriction and limitation? And where those fears are within, and where those fears actually you're seeing a reality. There's a lot of relationships that we can be in that will allow for our freedom because other people, we desire that freedom as well. This energy is of spontaneity and adventure, seeking to connect to different people and places, things, and learning through them. Let the parties begin, and the petty dramas will definitely ramp up in nurturing our inner moon goddesses, because I'm telling you, this Mars in Leo plus the Venus that's going to be entering into Leo soon is petty drama. There we go. Do you hear the sirens? That is drama. And Leo energy is all about drama. Anytime that you are in the midst of a Leo, there is going to be some shifts and transformational changes and a little drama. You're never going to have a dull life with a Leo. Expect change, as this is a mutable energy. The sun is in mutable air, and this moon is opposite of that Gemini sun in mutable fire, Sagittarius. This is of completion of the season of spring, and it is the beginning of summer. So what is our action direction now that we know what we want to manifest, that we know what is valuable and worth our efforts? Aries, we were busy starting things, applying ourselves everywhere as we had all that energy. And then Taurus season, we manifested everything that we took action on in Aries season. And then now Gemini season, we're slowing down and we're connecting to what? Oh, no, that's Taurus. My bad. Taurus, we slowed down, we connected to what was valuable and what was fruitful and showed its worth. Now in Gemini season, we're connecting with intent. We're taking action. We're reaching out to others. We're really verbalizing and speaking about the things that we want to manifest and we want to work on. So we're letting go of the things that are done, wasting our time, and we're learning more about the value that has actually stuck around. So we have this huge grand cross. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 squares, and we have the opposition from the moon and the sun, and we have the opposition of Pluto and Venus. We also have the opposition of Jupiter in the North Node, and then opposing the South Node in Scorpio. So we have this huge square in the sky where things could feel a little stagnant or stuck, and we're trying to figure out how to loosen those up and really learn through this friction, so then we could excel and really manifest the things that we're working on. Now, the moon square Saturn is more serious transit. It's important to focus on your bigger problems and then figure out how to solve them, because we could definitely be trying something new. It's best to be alone while you're marinating in your own sorrows and loneliness. Relationships are struggling either from immaturity than anything that our partner is really doing, and unhealthy or abusive relationships end. And normal relationships may suffer from detachment or pettiness, nagging, and that kind of stuff. So we know that the relationships are kind of on the rocks, and we're just trying to move through this energy, and building up to the full moon, we're releasing a lot of the things that are holding us back. The moon is trine to Mars in Leo, so take the lead and pursue your desires. The sun in Gemini is squaring over to Saturn. The sun desires freedom and self-expression in Gemini, maybe challenged by the Saturn restrictive influences that are just like letting go of the things that aren't working. This can manifest in a various amount of ways during this transit, but we have a couple, which would be like self-doubt and insecurity, challenges and obstacles, conflicts between responsibility and freedom, limitation in communication, reflection and self-evaluation. But overall, the Sun square Saturn transit in Gemini and Pisces brings a challenging period where you may face obstacles and limitations in expressing yourself and or achieving your goals. It's important to approach this time with patience, perseverance, and a willingness to work hard to overcome any difficulties that arise. Now, with dedication and focus, you can navigate this transit and use it as an opportunity for growth and personal development. Now, the Mars is quincunx Saturn, while Mars is just wanting to have fun in Leo and be creative and connect with our heart and love. Saturn is bringing restriction and limitation to our desires to dream and fall in love. So this could be dissolving the commitments. And Mercury is conjunct Uranus, which is really like opening our minds. Our minds could be really, really busy, going 100 miles an hour. Our nerves could be high. Our creative insights are definitely flowing, but we're really seeing things in a different light. We are seeing things in a different way. And so we're getting clarity around some of that stuff and maybe some ideas to move forward in a different way. Now, Jupiter is conjunct the North Node. Like I said, the luckiest planet. It's really bringing blessings and expanding our resources and earthly pleasures. We're seeing ways to be self-reliant in an ever-changing economy and world. We are being asked to ruminate, which is important to understand our future. When we ruminate on the past and the things that we've learned and the things that we don't want to bring forward and maybe not repeat again, because all of a sudden you're like repeating and you're on this hamster wheel and you're not getting anywhere, especially when you keep thinking that something will change and it never changes. Something like the definition of insanity. Now, Venus is at the last degrees of Cancer, so our feelings are really centered around nurturing and caring for others and our family. I was just up in the mountains, hanging out and helping family. Venus will be moving into Leo June 5th. moving our feelings towards expression and creativity, playfulness, and getting ourselves to others, giving ourselves to others. You know, Leos are givers. They give their heart and they really love with all their heart. Like, if only Leo energy knows about Leo hearts. We really love big, and we can give ourselves and put others before us. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Venus will be in Leo for a while. I think until October, because it's going to retrograde. But this grand cross, it involves the squares and the oppositions, demanding balance, negotiation, and a need to direct the powerful energy to work together instead of at a cross purpose. The outlet is emotional, and our suffering is self-will. The grand fixed cross, because it is a fixed energy, it deals with security, resources, and self-worth. So this calls for a fair distribution of money, assets, and for hard work to replace a victim mentality. So we really just want to be making things happen, working hard, overcoming our fears and our limitations of maybe not being good enough or worthy enough. You know what I like to do is I like to play the YouTube videos on manifestation, and like it fills your mind with unfucking yourself, excuse my French. And it's just like, they're great videos. I should like leave a link below. There are some ones to manifest your purpose, to manifest love, to manifest abundance and happiness. But yeah, I mean, you could reprogram your mind while you sleep if you're feeling that you've been a little too negative. If you catch yourself being negative or being more worried about like making ends meet, when sometimes we just have to focus on our passions and focus on in community, and focus that on that we are taken care of by the universe. We have everything that we need here. We have flowing water, we have trees, we have dirt to grow food. We have everything we need. We have community and people. And the more that we connect with our community, the easier this Pluto and Aquarius is going to be. So Pluto is in Aquarius and is retrograding back into Capricorn, and I will be doing a video all on that all alone. So it's going to get a little crazy towards the end of June and July, and then Pluto will retrograde into Capricorn, and then it will go direct and move back into Aquarius in January, where things will start settling down a little bit. But sometimes when we go back, we're reconsidering and re-looking at things that maybe we looked past or over that still needs attention. So it's like, and I like to use this analogy, is when you go and move, okay? Let's say you move and you're unpacking your house and you're like, oh my God, where is this thing? And then you're like, oh my God, it's still at the house. I forgot that it's in the backyard. Maybe it was like a rock that was maybe from your pet that passed away that had its name on it, and it was in the backyard. It was something that you didn't even think about to grab, but it's so important. And your kids would be devastated if they didn't have this rock with their dog Ted's name on it. So you go back to the house, you go back to the old town that you live in, and you're at the grocery store and you're grabbing some waters, and you start running into people from the past, and you're getting information that is more honest and truthful, because now you're gone and you're not really in the mix. You start understanding. It's like when you step back and you look at things at a different perspective, things look much differently. And that is the Sagittarius energy, where Sagittarius steps back and sees the whole big picture, not the small little details that Gemini sees and speaks about. So you have communication with words and you have communication with numbers, the bigger picture. Now you go back there and then you go to your house and you go in the backyard and you see that rock that you left and you're like, yes, it's still here. I can get it. And then you're like, oh my God, I totally forgot my grandma's box in the attic. I can't believe I forgot that. Well, while I'm here, because it like something triggered some memory, you go upstairs and there's grandma's box with her wedding dress and her pictures and mementos that you totally forgot about. You grab that and you're like, oh, okay. You start going through the box and all these memories are coming up and you're like, oh, you know what? This I don't need. And so you throw that out, but I'm going to keep this. And then you start moving forward. And that's when the planet goes direct. And then when Pluto moves back into Aquarius in January, you're fully in your new place. You've cleared out and got everything from your old place. And now it's about putting things away in your house because you're here to stay for a while. Because Pluto's going to be in Aquarius, I think around roughly 19 years. So we have some time. We've got a little taste in the last few months of what Pluto in Aquarius is. Pluto is the planet of transformation, transmutation, death. Aquarius is humanity. And AI. So we are seeing the shadow sides of AI. We're also experiencing a lot of death in our life. And yeah, so that's what we have to look forward to. But I want to end on this. Please, if you have not liked my video, please press a little like. It helps people see the videos and the algorithms. If you even leave a little comment, that would be amazing. If you leave a comment, sometimes if I have enough comments, I'll go through and I will do a little prize or a little contest for those that left comments. The more you comment, the more I feel that I'm interacting with my community and I'm just not talking to the little hole right there. And what else? Oh yeah, if you're interested and you're in the Bay Area, I'm hosting a paint and sip on June 2nd for the full moon in Sagittarius. I will talk about how this full moon in Sagittarius is representing in the painting that we will be painting. This will be hosted on Friday at 6 o'clock at Cafe Dolce in Crockett, California. It's on Pomona. I think it's 1319 Pomona Street in Crockett, California. Please reach out to me. Hold your seat, $40. It includes a glass of wine, your canvas, paints, everything, and community, socializing, and fun. It is at a coffee shop, so if you don't drink alcohol, we have all kinds of coffee and lattes and teas, really good matcha tea, and this really good lavender latte, and he also has decaf. So I hope to see you guys. Please reach out to me to hold your seat. Space is filling up until I get some more easels. I have about 10 right now. The more people come, then the more I can take that money and reinvest it so we can grow. We can grow our community. And doing art is the best way for therapy and also community and connecting. So if you're interested, reach out to me at all my links below. You can message me even down in the comments. That would be great. But yeah, I think that is all I have to say about this full moon in Sagittarius, which is happening on June 3rd, Saturday. So I don't have any of my cards, so I will maybe do a card reading separately. But thank you for joining. Thank you for liking and sharing my video, and I'll see you on the next video.